Hello everyone watching on YouTube, and welcome back to more Spectrobes Origins co-op with myself and Jet. Let's load back up ye olden game. I'm already in the first player slot because we are going to Slayso. We're going to jump over to Menahot to get that weapon we missed last time, but other than that, we're going to Slayso, and Slayso is my planet to do.
Yep.
What on earth? My sister has just texted me out of nowhere, informing me that she found one of our dog's hairs on her, which is interesting because since January 1st of this year, she has been in Florida and I am in Tennessee with Koji. So, just goes to show how much Shiba Inu shed. She just found some of Koji's hair on one of her clothes, presumably. I love that dog. He's got way too much fur. You gonna click these for me, or?
Oh, yeah.
What were you saying?
Yeah, too much fur is always a problem for me, because that's usually what irritates my allergies.
Understandable. I found a way to play as best girl. Nothing can stop me. I do not have any such allergies, and Koji's literally his only negative is his hair. He's a fairly quiet dog, which apparently isn't super common for Shiba Inus, but it is for mine. He does not make a lot of noise. He very rarely gets sick. And, he's well behaved. He has one and only one flaw, and it's that he has two coats, so he sheds like crazy. Mm-hmm. And of all the negatives a dog can have, that is the negative that I will gladly take.
Understandable.
Can't believe this.
No,
go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, some dogs don't bother me, but then there's other cases where, like, there was one time my sister was like, hey, I need you to babysit for me, or take over a babysitting job. And the kid she babysit had a big dog that shed everywhere, and they just kind of let it stay everywhere. And I knew I had a thing with cats because my dad is super allergic, so I was like, so I kind of knew to begin with that was going to be a problem. But dogs normally weren't a problem, and then all of a sudden it was like I was there and I was like, I am so miserable. I had to call my mom to ask for my glasses because my allergies were bugging me so much, my eyes were getting so irritated, I couldn't keep wearing my contacts.
First try, I'm a gamer.
Nice.
I didn't do any excavating in between last stream and this one, chat, because I've been really busy and it honestly slipped my mind.
That guy's fast.
Look at this little bulldog. I'm gonna name it Lex in honor of the other dog we have that is in Florida with my sister.
Fair and understandable.
Mostly because I don't want to have to sit here and come up with a name. There's a new Kabi fossil over here that has been excavated. Why? It's only level 29. What's the purpose in this thing? Do you know?
I think, was that one I excavated? Did I just not exchange it? I must have forgotten to exchange it, I think. That was what happened.
I'm gonna exchange it. 5 yellows. I'm a gamer. I'm built different canonically. So I did forget to do this off stream, but I'm just gonna excavate a couple of these at the start of stream chat so we can get some more minerals, potentially. Especially because this one is quick and easy. See if we have any other Pepe fossils I can do. Or anything else that's similarly straightforward. Whoop. Now, we're about to go to Slayso. And at Slayso, you can get Aoba. And I want to use Aobasaur, because it's a big bird. And Krawl don't have guns. I'm going to give you one guess as to what the giant bird on the wind planet's attribute is.
Guy.
Good guess. Well done. I knew you could get it. Another Pepe. We have a couple of these. So I rarely use Albasaur because it crosses over with Zapazor.
Yep.
And I feel like I don't remember what I did in my playthrough on the channel, but I feel like I normally get 2 grass attribute Spectrobes. Because
Is it probably because of Sabo and...
Because I always use Sabo. and also because there are never any other ground ones that I want to use. All of the fire ones are locked, or most of the fire ones are locked away to super late game. And then, I had another reason in my head that I'll think of and say in a second.
Is it because, I can't remember what Pepe's final form is.
It's also grass.
Yeah. That's what I was
never
thinking.
change types, so if you can remember one type, that's the type all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I normally go with another grass, also because the fire planet has one of the, in my experience, at least when I was growing up, it might not actually be as bad as I remember it being, but I always had trouble with the boss at the bottom of Bahamut, and it starts off as Earth attribute, which is weird, and then switches to Fire attribute halfway through the fight. I believe it is the only boss in the game that does that.
It's wild.
Every other boss just stays their attribute the whole way through, and it's always the attribute of the planet they're on. Except maybe the boss of Slayso? The boss of Slayso might not have an element, but I'm pretty sure it's Sky element. Jotto is elementless, I believe. Even though he wasn't, which is weird because he's not elementless in Beyond the Portals. It's actually Maja who's elementless. He's Flash or whatever the blue one is. Alright, let's exchange these 3 bad boys and then we'll get a move on. Arceus, welcome to stream.
Hey.
Yo, they're getting high enough level where you can get high tier minerals. Let's go. The Slayso boss doesn't have an element, chat says. Very weird. Because Doldogo is definitely... Oh, you know what? The first boss is elementless. The giant guy on Witera.
Mm-hmm.
But the Doldogo boss is grass, the Kogo area boss is water, and the Menahot... Oh, that was scary. Menahot boss is definitely earth. The boss on Slayso does use lightning, though, so I think it might be sky. Maybe it's like, in certain forms it's got sky element, in other forms it doesn't, potentially. Because the Bahamut boss is definitely fire, but it's earth in the first half, fire in the second half. Do we have a cutscene here? No, we don't. Oh, we're locking on to Slayso, though. Right next to Menahot, as they mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
We can now go to Slayso, but first we're going to go back to Menahot and get that Sky Spectrobe weapon we're missing. I'm pretty sure it's actually Optoger's weapon.
It might be.
I'm pretty confident that it is. I love that now you can see Slayso in the background. Also, how the heck did we not see Slayso when we first went to Menahot? Did the planet not exist until now?
The navigation system just didn't pop it up for us.
Of course. As we look at it as we fly in. Oh, wait. I don't think I have a... We didn't pick up a Sky Spectrum.
Yeah, we need a Sky Spectrum.
Where's my button? We do have Pegatinum now, which is fun.
Yay!
I'm trying to remember... We need a Sky Spectrobe for Slayso anyway. Because I'm pretty sure both of the Bird Spectrobe's ultimate weapons are on there. And after we get this Optoger one, that should be all of them, because there are only 5 Sky Spectrobes in the game. It's the 2 birds, Zappy, the sheep, and then Optoger, I'm pretty sure.
I think so.
So when we get the 2 birds, we should be done with sky weapons. Trying to remember what else is there. I don't think there's going to be grass. There might be earth. I also don't remember if we're going to need a flying Spectrobe or not, so let's take the Shakur.
Yay!
We'll just hope we don't run into fire, the other element. Whichever one I just left out. Grass, I think.
Yeah, grass. Yeah,
maybe it was behind.
And Ruby.
Maybe it was behind Menahot when you flew in. You know what?
That's also a possibility.
Get your logic out of here. I'm trying to make fun of the game. How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
Planets moving? Unrealistic. Don't you know the sun orbits around Menahot?
Crazy.
Little known fact.
Mm-hmm. I mean, very little known, but I don't know if I'd call it a fact.
Call it whatever I want. You can't stop me. Oh,
yeah,
Neil.
you're right.
Goodbye, Neil. This game series may be unknown, but I love the universe it has built in itself. Spectrobes is pretty great. I don't like the first two games very much, but the overall, like, the universe and whatnot in the first two games is cool. I just think the games themselves aren't very fun. Origins is amazing, though. It's an underrated gym, I would say. Really deserves more attention. Really, it deserves a revival that it's never going to get, which is unfortunate. Do you remember which one of these was the last one we opened? It had to be the one after the one directly ahead of us right here, because that one was when Neil got kidnapped, and we did one more after he got kidnapped, I think. I think it was this one.
I think so. The umbrella trees.
I think it is, maybe. Let's find out.
Hey, Zappy.
Well, he is the one that I need to open the door here in a second.
I know.
Maybe
I'm
it'll
still
get
happy to see him.
Maybe it'll get a Switch remake. I highly doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. The first two.
It's Disney.
The first two Spectrobes games aged poorly. Yeah, Disney like bankrolled it and all, and then they got a Japanese company to make it for them, I believe. But this IP belongs to Disney, as far as I'm aware. And Disney has no interest in making video games anymore.
At least not cheap. At least anything that takes more effort than cheap cash grabs, like, or mobile games.
Well, yeah, I mean, mobile games. I don't even think they're making mobile games. I think they just, like, any mobile games involving Disney, they just, like, give the license.
Oh, yeah, that's
their
true.
cut.
That's probably what it is.
Spectrobes was made by the Disney, like, whatever it was called, Interactive.
Oh, Disney Interactive.
Yeah, Disney Interactive, which, to my knowledge, is no longer a thing.
Ouch.
So any games that were under that Disney brand are just, like, they're out, as far as I know. I should have looked at the name of this one when we went into it. Chat, was this one called number 6? Is this the one I need? Don't switch off of him because I want to get him to level 30.
Okay.
This is not the right one, I don't think. Or is it? Maybe it is. I can't remember if this was the last one or the second to last one.
It would be further back if it was the right one. The room with the thing. I think.
I don't know, we can find out the hard way. So that's the one I need. I think that one right there is the only one that gets you to the exit from what I remember. If I am not mistaken. So now I need this to give me a path back to the other side. And then we just have to let it turn 3 times. Not that one. This is the one I want. And then we just let it turn 3 times. No, I think this is the right one. I think it's this upcoming room. The room just past it is the one with,
Oh yeah, maybe. I didn't see the rest of it yet, but now looking at the rest of the map, yeah.
I think it is. I thought I had to wait for this to turn one more time. I think it's that room right up there on the left ahead of us. It is.
You're
I'm
right.
a gamer. Come on. There you go. Open it up, buddy. Anyways, we already talked about it in like the last stream, I think. The only smallest sliver of hope that Spectrobes has is that Nomura goes digging in Disney's IPs sees Spectrobes and then uses it in a Kingdom Hearts game. And then it gathers enough attention in said Kingdom Hearts game. That's definitely Optoger. It gathers enough attention in that Kingdom Hearts game that Square Enix is like, hey, Disney, you mind if we take this IP for a spin? And then Disney would be like, will we get money? And Square Enix would be like, probably. And they'll be like, go for it. All right, let's get the heck on up out of here. Fine. It's time to go. Now, doing this puzzle backwards could be a problem. I'm pretty sure the only place the game tries to, like, force you to do something is this last one, though. So we should be able to get back out pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to do the do-si-do, though, I know that this platform that we're about to get on, the third one here, which is the second from this perspective, we're gonna have to double back onto this one and then double back again, I'm pretty sure, because it's designed where you have to do that to get at the exit, which means you have to do it to get back out. I think there's honestly more hope in a spiritual successor. What do you mean by spiritual successor? You mean just like another... whatchamacallit? Another, monster collector set in space? I mean, that could potentially be good. I don't think it'll have the same heart as Spectrobes. Depends on who makes it and what they do. And I feel like it would probably just be more of its own brand at that point than any kind of successor. Pretty sure we can get back out on this rotation. Fingers crossed. Maybe not. It would have to be this next one. Oh yeah, this next one is gonna line up perfectly. Nice. And there's our way out.
Hooray!
Really wish I had remembered that Optoger was there, because this was the most annoying one to have to backtrack to, but hey, what's done is done.
Well,
we got it.
We got it. Probably should snag that save point.
Blue mineral. What'd you say?
I said we could snag that save point, but then we can just save when we get back to the ship, so then...
Slayso should have a save point right at the start.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Aw, dang it.
Jessica. What are you doing, Jet? What are you doing?
Thought thing and clicked.
I'm using the wrong weapon is what I'm doing. Something that takes the game's concept and features but avoids IP issues where possible. I highly doubt it. Spectrobes isn't, like, it didn't have enough attention. Do we have any zappers yet? No, we only have cannons. Spectrobes didn't have enough attention or enough of a fan base for someone to just try and steal, I say steal, to mimic the setup and all that. I feel like it would only get, You know what I just realized?
What?
We never got the Pegatinum thing at Slayso. Oh no, we haven't gotten any of the Pegatinum stuff yet, have we?
Oh yeah, no,
we were supposed to do that this time. I was thinking like last time we did that, but no, last time is when we got the first legendary weapons back at Doldogo and all. I think. Something like that.
I don't think we went
Maybe
back
that was
to
the
any
stream
of them.
before. I don't remember. I don't care. Point is we need to go pick up Pegatinum stuff.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have
anyways,
not done any pickup set.
Spectrobes is not popular enough to get like a spiritual successor or a ripoff, even if you want to call it that, etc., because it wasn't popular enough. Didn't have enough attention. The only way it could like make a reasonable comeback of this like brand and style is with the name recognition. It would need to have the name recognition to go off of like people who played it when they were kids being like, oh dude, I remember Spectrobes, I'll give that revived IP another try.
Oh dang it, I was trying to knock it back to you.
Just let me hit him, I'll kill him faster. Axe very strong. Because it is actually just amazing. Alright, well, I said let me just kill it, and then you're like, let me knock it away and do half as much damage in the process. There we go. It's Axe and Lance
Little guy.
Central. Now that we're back to me being in control. Pegatinum!
Yay!
How enjoyable has the increased resolution been on Dolphin? Looks really neat compared to console. I mean, I'd probably have to look at a side-by-side comparison to be able to tell any real difference, to be honest. It still just looks like a Wii game to me. Origins looks pretty good for being a Wii game. But I mean, like, it's no graphical, like, amazement. Especially for coming out in, like, 2009, 10?
Yeah, it came out in 2009.
Yeah, it's like 3 years into the Wii's life cycle. And as always, Nintendo is behind on that kind of thing. Nintendo Wii ain't pushing out stuff as graphically impressive as the PlayStation 3 and 360 were back at the same time. Ba-da-ba. Do they make a Digimon reference in the new season of Jujutsu Kaisen? That's hilarious if true. Alright. I don't think there are any Pegatinum things to grab here in Menahot. Not that I can remember, at least. I think there actually is one on Witera. We might actually be able to get Leo early at Witera right now. I think.
Oh, cool.
I think it's possible. I know there are 2 on Doldogo and 1 on Kogo area. There might be 2 on Kogo area, but I only remember the 1. Main difference is right now, it looks a lot sharper, kind of like putting on glasses. I'll take your word for it. I'd have to look at a comparison side by side to really see much of a difference from... I played the Wii version on the channel like 3 years ago. So,